Welcome back to Sussex Farm for episode 2 with me, MrSealyp. Right, I've just finished talking to Adrian. A lot's happened since the last episode. A lot. My money has gone. My money has gone because my accountant, Richard, is very concerned. He's concerned that because I've done incredibly well on the Valley of the Old Farm and I had quite a bit of money, that relatives are crawling out of the woodwork to take advantage, I think, he's worried about, of my finances. He's also concerned that I have £1 million in my pocket wandering around and I could buy things. You know what accountants are like. They don't like you buying stuff or spending your money. Now, he's taken it away, put it back into the main bank account. I've been left with 57,000. However, before we did do that, I did manage to buy a couple of bits of equipment. I bought a plough and I bought a truck. I bought one of the MAN AgroTrucks, just the one with the fifth wheel. So yeah, I've got a little Unia trailer and that's it. That's all I managed to get before the money got transferred. So I've got to now rack my brains and think of ways of making a bit of money. And I've got a few ideas, but before I do any of that, I've got to get these bales sorted. Adrian has been absolutely fantastic. He has also told me there's another farm, Abbott's Farm, which is owned and operated by Farmer Klein. Farmer Klein is supposed to be a very nice gentleman. Very, very helpful. Any problems I've got, I can always pop in, ask him for advice. So we'll see how things go. Apparently as well, there are bales. I'm just going to use this actually. There are bales out in one of these fields here as well. Now there have been some concerns, and the concerns are these: that not that I'm cheating, but that I'm not starting the map properly, I'm not doing it, you know, how I should be. Here's the thing, this is what you need to try to remember. This is a continuation of another map. I'm not starting this as a new Let's Play as such. It is a new Let's Play, but this is a continuation on from the Valley of the Old Farm. What I've managed to achieve on the Valley of the Old Farm is giving me some advantages on this farm. This is kind of an extension of the Valley of the Old Farm. I'm going to run both together. Now I admit the other problem I've got is people have picked up on the fact, quite obviously, that the seasons are now out of sync, and they are out of sync. For me to try and work through to get them in sync would have been a colossal undertaking. So that minor thing aside, that's the one thing I think you're just going to have to just go with. I've done all the legwork, I've done the hard work, I've put the hours in on the Valley of the Old Farm, I've done a ton of logging, I've built that farm up from nothing. I've got to where I am and then come over here as part of the storyline, found family, need my assistance and that kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm going with it. This is already an established farm, there's already stuff going on. The farm has equipment, the farm has crops in the silos, there are bales on the fields and things like that. Because this farm was already running. I haven't turned up at a brand new farm, I haven't turned up at a failing farm. They're not having the best of times, there is a bit of equipment, but I've been able to bring with me some equipment, my expertise and a bit of funding, although that funding has been withdrawn somewhat. So yeah, here by field, what are we on, field 26, we've got some bales on the field and we've got a stack here, so they're all going to need to be moved as well. And then there's all the stuff that was over by the farm. So I'm trying to think the best way to go from here actually. Familiarising myself with the terrain, the area. I'm new to this part of Sussex. This truck's cool, I like this. Obviously MrSealyp green, I mean that goes without saying, doesn't it? That's something that's been going for quite a long time. This colour green is not specific to me. It's not. This actual green is called MrSealyp green. That's from a Let's Play way back when. I can't remember who coined the phrase now. It might have been Fragdad. I think it was Fragdad. Oh, Let's try not to damage it, that'd be fantastic. Right, so we have got hay bales over here and straw bales here. Let's start with the straw bales, I think. Let's get those. I need a fairly flat surface, I think, to load these up. So let's stick that on the deck. Actually, to be fair, I could probably load them onto the back of here without it being on the floor, but might make life a bit easier, mightn't it? And drop that off. Let's pull that forward and stop there. Beacon's off. Okay, so let's go and grab the wheel loader with those Cotech forks, which I absolutely love. Somebody asked me a little while ago whether I would do a kind of MrSealyp's favourite mods, most used mods, that kind of thing. I might do that. Ones I use most often, the ones I transfer to most Let's Plays. So, we are good to go. This is a bit of a beast, I quite like this. So, where are they all? Got any there? Just all these. Okay then, right. Is that a stack of... Is that a stack of? That's not 3. Oh, it's 3. Let me do the fours first. I think the fours are going to be a better idea. Let's get the fours on. And this is going to be a little bit harder to line up than it is with the telehandler, only because of the articulated section in the middle. I'm never particularly accurate with these, but we'll do our best. Let's get the forks out of the way. Now that is showing 16,000, which means these bales haven't started to degrade yet, which is a good sign. I don't know how well this is going to pick these up once I start loading, how this IT runner trailer or back is going to work, but let's get those out. Come on, help me out here. Okay, right. First ones. I don't know whether to get all the straw ones first, then come back for all the hay, or just do a bit of each. I've also got to decide where I'm going to store them all. Well, what I could have done, with that on the floor, I could have driven on from the end, I suppose. I could have done that and put them all the other way around, but this will make it a lot easier for unloading, I think. Does not want to know. That's better. Okay, right. Now, what I can probably do, this might get a little bit rocky, so I need to be careful here, is if I come on from the end, like this, and this is just a theory at the moment, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm probably knocking all these bales off here. Let's come up on here gently. I can push them forward like that. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Let's get those straps tied up before anything goes horribly wrong. There we go. Is there another one there? That's a little bit further over, isn't it? One there. Okay, right, they're done. Whew, first few on. Okay, good start. We're getting there. Shall I do those? Or all the straw first? Doesn't make any difference, actually. Right. Now I could bring the lorry over to this truck, lorry, whatever we're going to call it. I absolutely could, but probably makes more sense to take these to it. Saves me loading and unloading constantly. Does mean I'm going to have a bit of a mishmash of bales on there, but again, that's not too much of a problem. So yeah, this Let's Play is going to... I'm going to go down the brewery route. I want to get the brewery up and running. I want to get more barley done for the maltings. I want to do wheat for the bakery. I have already got a couple of contracts. Believe it or not, people are already contacting me. As I've said before, I appreciate them coming in, and I will do what I can when I can. Please don't be offended if I can't do yours. If it doesn't fit the Let's Play, the ideas I'm going with, or it might just be that I just can't fit it in. I just haven't got the time, or, you know, please don't be offended. It's just the way it works. But Michael, up at the airport, works for the airport authority, the civil aviation authority. Apparently, the owner of this farm, my great uncle Henry, has a few responsibilities up at the airport, keeping the grass cut, making sure if it's foggy weather, if the weather's pretty ropey, getting up into the air traffic control tower, making sure aircraft get diverted, plus in the winter keeping the runway clear of snow. There's a whole load of stuff that needs to be done. So yeah, I've got some responsibilities already apparently. Who knew? All exciting. I've had people asking me for bales. Again, I'm going to have to see how... I left the forks in again. That's possibly why it's doing it. Yeah. Yeah, people asking me for bales and stuff. I need bales for the farm myself, so we'll see how we get on with that. But maybe, because I've got some. So again, we'll see. I'm probably going to have to then make a spreadsheet for this farm as well. I haven't got as many contracts going on the Valley Old farm at the moment, which is quite good. I've got the one for Tony for the bakery, which is fine. Let's get another 4, which is all good. So it's all going to be all hands on deck. So yeah, got a few ideas, because we can buy and sell fuel, we can collect and sell water, we can do manure. So I've got a few options available for buying and selling of things, which might make a bit of money. Great demand for soybeans. I wonder what the great demand is. Let's have a quick look. Oh, 1.9. I've only got 2,285 litres. Not a lot of point actually, but it's worth looking at. You never know. So you don't want to just see me loading bales onto a trailer. I've done a few stacks already. I'll get these on as well, and then I'll get some more on, and then we'll get them into the yard and get them unloaded under shelter or in one of the barns. I think is going to be the best bet to keep them protected. Got a couple of big barns. The one's got the workshop in, and there's another one. Or I might just put them underneath some of the drive-through shelters. But to be fair, the drive-through shelters are going to be more handy for vehicles. So I'll see how we go with that. So what I'll do, I'll see you in a minute or in a bit. That hasn't worked particularly well. I wonder why that is. Come on, get back in place. There we go. Yeah, we'll see how we go, and I'll see you in a minute when I've got more of these loaded, and we're over at the yard ready to unload some and put some away. I think once these are off the fields, then I can start thinking about how to make a bit of money, getting some ploughing done on the fields we own. And then I'm going to need to buy seeders, and which I don't own. So, and now my money's been taken away. Thank you, Richard. But it's a fair point. I can undersee. I can see. I can undersee. I can understand. And see why my accountant would be concerned. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't want me being taken advantage of. I get that. Okay, right. They could do a bit of a shove, but I don't want to put them too close, then otherwise unloading becomes a little bit trickier as well. So, oh, hang on. Loads of straps on that one. If I'm missing a strap here. Yes, I am. That makes more sense. I was missing a strap. I should get another set on the back of there. Whether this is going to pick it up or not, I don't know. You might see that in a minute. That's going to be interesting. Anyway, see you in a bit when I've got some more on here. Now what I thought I would do, rather than come back empty-handed, actually, there are 3. Might be able to get all these off actually. Oh, hang on. Whoa, 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 did I miss one? Yep. That wasn't very good. How did I miss that? Let's take it on top of the grass ones for the time being. Grass ones, straw ones. Okay. Oh dear. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to check and wonder how many hours into this Let's Play I am already. How much of it wasn't actually shown, setting it all up. So I'm curious to see how much time I've already put into it. Quite a few hours, I would imagine. So I've already chosen the barn to put everything into. That's kind of already happened. I'm just wondering if I have enough room to manoeuvre this wheel loader around in there with the trailer in there as well. I thought that would make life a bit easier, but I might have to get the hook lift out, move it outside, and then take them all inside with this. I think I might have limited myself on space somewhat. Now I have put the straw bales that were by the pigs and by the cows under those shelters. Hopefully they'll stay a bit more protected, and those are the points that you put the bales in for the bedding. So hopefully as the bedding runs out, it'll automatically take them from there. That's what I'm hoping. I do need to sort out manure for the greenhouses and water for the greenhouses as well. I need to get those up and running. I want to help out the lovely young lady down at the fruit and veg stall. So yeah, let's drive in here actually. How much room have I given myself? Have I got enough room for manoeuvring? Not a huge amount. Maybe I can push the trailer over a little bit. So the other question is, where am I putting all these? If I put grass, hay one side and straw the other, that would make sense. I'm probably going to need something a little bit smaller as well, aren't I, for doing this? Oh my God, I've got my got the Valtra. That's got front forks, hasn't it? So let's put some straw here. Claws out. Let's get the hay off the top. Got enough room there? Yep. Someone panicked and thought that's enough room for the forks, and they're going to catch on the roof, but we'll be alright. And then I'm thinking hay this side then, I suppose. Again, need to give myself... Sorry about that. Yeah, okay, right. It's going to be a bit of a process, isn't it? Just put that down there for the minute. Right, okay. So, I wonder if this will damage the forks. Has this got enough oomph to push this over? It has. Just about. Okay. That gives me a bit more room. Fantastic. Right. Straps off. I'm not going to do all the straps yet. Just the ones I want to take off first. I apologise for the lack of chat while I'm doing this. As you may have noticed, I'm trying to concentrate. I'm not particularly brilliant at multitasking. That's my fault. I never ever do this in cab because I really struggle with it. That depth perception is horrendous. Wow! What happened there? I thought it was way further back than that. That was a bit close. Okay. Right, well, the same as with loading them. I'm going to now spend a bit of time unloading them. I really should have left these outside. I haven't left myself anywhere near enough room. So, I think I might do that, get them outside, and then I've got plenty of room then for sorting out what I need to do. Let's push that right against the wall. Right, in my endeavours to get all the bales in here, the hay are all in, the straw are all in, that's off by field 26 as well, just over there, they're all in here. I had a moment, that'll be at the end of the video, little blooper section, just a tiny little blooper right at the very end, so after I do my thanks for watching, stick with it, there's a little extra clip for you if you want to see that. I don't normally put my mistakes in because I don't want people to know, but it's quite amusing. Anyway, what I did do, had the forks that came with, obviously with the farm, the normal stole forks. I bought these from the CSZ pack, CSZ, however you want to call it, and I used these on the what's it called? The skid steer on the Valley of the Old Farm. But I bought the front loader version of these because they're a little bit wider and a little bit more stable. Plus, these forks can fold up to there out of the way, which I quite like. So I've just been doing the last little bits of tidying up and pushing bales around. But that's all of them done. That's the bales sorted. So what I can do now then is actually fold those up out of the way. Those two prongs at the top, if I press the right buttons, is it that one? Can fold away as well. Probably leave them up because I'm only ever really going to be using bigger stacks of bales. But anyway, so I've used the voucher, that's sorted, bales are off the fields, that was what I wanted to get done. What I'm going to do now, I see tucked away, I'm going to grab the T8 and the trailer. I'm going to go and buy some manure and then go and sell some manure. I'm curious as to see what I'll make using the Joskin trailer, and whether or not, if I can make a little bit, whether I can do a few loads of that to build up a little bit of money to maybe buy a bigger trailer. I've been offered, this is from Barris, Barris from Oakfield, who runs the store, has mentioned to me that down at the racetrack they do some bizarre stuff. Somebody posted on my Facebook page yesterday, I think it was. It was amazing. If you're not on my Facebook page, go over and have a look. They posted a video of combine harvester, not racing, it was like demolition derby kind of thing. It was crazy. Yeah, anyway, they do, apparently down at the racetrack, they do tractor pulling, and the tractors, after they've seen a fair bit of use, get sold off quite cheap. So Barry's messaged me to say that he's heard of a Fendt 1050 going cheap. Now what I might do, because I bought this with me, the New Holland T8 over from the Valley of the Old Farm, I might see if I can trade it in. Give him the T8 and maybe a little bit of money for the Fendt 1050. That'd be a nice big machine to be using on here. People aren't happy about me bringing the big machines. I know I said that at the start of the video, but that's the whole point. There are some small machines already here. I'm bringing stuff with me to make my life easier. I have done Let's Play after Let's Play after Let's Play where I've started from scratch. I've done it right from the beginning. I've done some where I've transferred money and bought things. I've done various different ways of doing it. This is how I'm tackling this one. So I'm off to the livestock market. That's where I need to go. And what you can do, which I kind of found, and it's just it's a minor little thing, and it's if you feel like doing it, you can follow the road round, which gets a little bit wide and it goes through past the houses. This is one of those kind of, it seems obvious, but I don't know if anyone's actually done it or not. If you come through the field you own, obviously these are going to need to be ploughed. I'm thinking when I collect the plough, because I've bought it, I'm going to probably widen a lot of these fields. I've got a grass field here which I might plough out as well to give myself more options. I think I probably will do. So if I come up here, the road runs down there and round and under the tunnel. If I come up the hill here and down the side of this field, I kind of bypass all the windy road, which is just down there to my left. It bypasses the tunnel, which is a cool feature, don't get me wrong, I like the tunnel, it's brilliant, but it's just a little bit quicker getting here this way. And then into the livestock market this way. So somebody did ask, it was a very peculiar one, someone asked where you I can't remember who it was, and I apologise. Where can you sell bales? Here at the livestock market there is a bale sell point. I don't know if there's one over at the garden centre as well, I'm not sure. There's definitely one here, right here, at the livestock market. So, yeah, there we go. Right, let's jump in this. This shouldn't be too expensive to buy. I'm just curious, this only holds, what, 31,000 litres I think it is. It's not going to be a huge payout, but if you can make a little bit of money and do a few trips backwards and forwards, and the purpose of this being, there's a surplus of manure up here obviously at the livestock market because the animals are producing all the time, so they're constantly being mucked out, so I'm actually providing a service. I'm taking it from here out to other sell points and to farms, etc., for anyone else who needs it. So, you know, I'll make a little bit of money for haulage. It's not going to be a huge amount of money, but we'll see. I am incredibly curious. And there we go. Right. How much did that little lot cost me? £759. So I can imagine I'm not going to make... If it only costs £759, I'm not going to make a lot of money. To make enough money to buy a trailer or anything, I'm going to have to haul tons and tons and tons of this stuff. Okay, where am I heading to? I think the garden centre. I think that's where the sell point is for manure. I'll go into this time. So the garden centre is on the eastern, sort of towards the eastern side of the map, I think. I know a couple of people have also commented saying when I drive around, if I jump, if I skip from place to place, to say where I am. Generally speaking, I do. I will often either show in the map or say where I am on the map. And I suppose that's my assumption, that if you've watched the Let's Play right from episode 1, you kind of get used to the map as I do as I play it, and you get used to the routes that I'll go. Then as I move through the Let's Play, I then kind of do a few more jump cuts because I assume people know where I'm going. My assumption there is that people have started from the first episode. If you are jumping in and you're watching my Let's Play from episode 20 or something, you're obviously not going to be as aware of the routes and the map and all that kind of stuff. So that was it was a fair point. Well made, and something I need to kind of bear in mind, really. So I'll show you when I get there. I will kind of jump cut, otherwise it's going to be just me driving. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just do the whole journey. Why not? At least you can see. Let's get the beacons on. As far as I remember, when I get to this roundabout, I need to chuck a left, and then I'm pretty sure it is the garden centre this way. And then along here, as the road starts to dip away, there's a bit of a building site on the right hand side. The turning's just before that building site. I think if you look across the field to the right, there's trees running off to the right. I think the road runs on there. Traffic's slow, isn't it? What am I doing? 20 miles an hour? 20? Come on! This is why I hate the PlayStation controller. I mean, I don't hate the PlayStation controller, but it's just unbelievable, isn't it? Honky horn, detach the trailer. I mean, that's kind of typical, isn't it? Right. I think it's down here, garden centre. There we go. So building site's just there. Turn right, and hopefully the garden centre is just here on the left. Yeah. Now, in speaking to Jim over the last few days, we've had a few conversations backwards and forwards. Prices will start to drop if you're selling a lot of stuff over a 24-hour, 48-hour period, that kind of thing. It will start to drop. So we'll see what we make on this. As long as it's more than 700 and whatever it was I just paid for it. $2,033. Okay, so I made 1,200 and something on that load. So to get enough to buy a trailer, I'll only have to do about 30 loads. That's not too bad. If I've got a spare few hours just to drive backwards and forwards. Actually, let's have a quick look around here to see if there is a bale sell point here. I can't remember if there is or not. Although the wall sell point, no, is it wall sell point? No. There you go, it's all seed and fertiliser, so no, there's not a bale sell point here at the garden centre. Just at the livestock market. There might be one elsewhere, I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. So, that was an interesting test. Another think, what do I do next? Right, so manure will make you a bit of money. I mean, to be fair, it's only a 31,000 litre trailer. I'm just thinking if I used maybe the Cramp 59,000 litre one, I'll make a bit more money. Obviously not a huge amount of money. I think where I'm going to make money is going to be fuel and slurry, probably. I don't own a fuel tanker. Actually, let's have a look in store. How much is a fuel tanker? Where are they likely to be? In miscellaneous? Where's all my miscellaneous stuff? Let's have a look. There we go, the Garant. I haven't got the other one. Have I got them installed? No. The other ones that have the skins on them, I haven't got those installed. These are 60,000 litre tanks for only 20,000. The fuel tank is 20,000. I've got 55. I don't know how much it's going to cost to fill that up though. I dread to think 60,000 litres of fuel is going to cost a bomb. Yep, need to give that some thought. I suppose the more expensive it is to buy, the more money you're going to make on it. The cheaper it is to buy. The beauty of buying manure and slurry cheap is the fact that if you're using it for your fields, it's not costing you a fortune. So I suppose technically you're not going to make a massive amount of money selling it on. I could make a bit of money, but it's going to take me forever. Anyway, I've got done what I wanted to get done in this episode. I've got all those bales off the field. We've had a bit of a chat about various different things, how the farm is progressing, where I'm likely to head with it. I have got some contracts and work I need to do for the airport, and I have got a couple of other bits and bobs that are in the pipeline. I've sold some manure just to see, and I think we're at the end of episode 2. Another one has flown by. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm enjoying playing on this map. I still have to pinch myself that I'm actually playing on it. Like I said when I did my first look and my second look map tour, having been part of the process with Jim in kind of, he made it, but looking at what was happening as it went along and never thinking I'd be able to play on it because it was only going to be released on PC, it's amazing that I'm actually now playing on it. Like I say, when I first saw this, there was a farmhouse here and nothing else. It was just all blank. So it's incredible. It really is amazing. What a fantastic map. But anyway, if you have enjoyed it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.